I mean, this was January, right? Like mid-January or something. And the briefs were due soon. Um, but when you get asked to do something like that, the answer is yes, yes, I can.
There was this recognition that the compelling argument that marriage equality benefited our kids, that it provided them legal protections, that it made them understand that their families were real and mattered and were authentic.
I think there's a potential for a light bulb moment, right? Oh, these are just kids. And of course, we want their family to feel stable and safe.
I hope this email finds you doing well. I wanted to reach out because we are in urgent need of your help. We've been asked to submit a Voices of Children brief, 7th Circuit Court of Appeals.
I was able to be part of the National Supreme Court case for marriage equality. I co-signed an amicus brief to the Supreme Court in support of marriage equality on behalf of all children of queer parents in the U.S.
We had an inexhaustible supply of families across the country who were willing to stand up, who were willing to participate in public interviews, to be included in amicus briefs, who were willing to write letters. When we asked folks to do this, let's remember that not all of our families felt safe in every part of our country. So it was a very brave and courageous thing for them, willing to stand up with their families and be counted.
I didn't have any idea what it would mean when we filed it. The goal was to pull at heartstrings, and we did that. We provided a voice of the human side of the issues. It wasn't just about what was fair in tax law or, the voices of those kids talking about how this impacts their lives. And I was standing outside with the people during the rally, and I'm getting text messages from my wife telling me that Justice Kennedy had just quoted from our brief during the oral argument. He read it clearly.
That brief, as you probably know, was the first, and it was one that Justice Kennedy held up from the bench and said to the opposing counsel, "Have you seen this brief? What do you think about the children?"
Yeah, that was, I remember wishing that I were 20 years further in my career so I could just retire, because I knew that nothing more exciting than that would ever happen.
I think family equality doesn't get enough credit nationally for marriage equality, because I think that brief was enough to cement Justice Kennedy, which is what won us the case. And all of a sudden, every case that was making it through its way to the courts, people were asking us for Voices briefs.
I'll never forget that day, and I'll never forget just the joy and the relief that people felt in that moment when all of the hard work of our organization, our sector, and all of the people who had come before us, many of whom could not be there to see this day, when we really understood that our collective hard work, decades of work, had finally come to a result that we all could be proud of. It was just an amazing feeling.
It's like, it happened, you did it, we did it, we're part, and we were really part of it. Voices of the Children was mentioned, and that's not the only case, but that case, it was talked about, and it was in that moment, sitting at that desk, the white desk against the white wall, and thinking, okay, after the excitement died, it's like, now we have to prove that this fighting for marriage gives us more tools to fight for more.
I knew we would win because we were right. We were right on so many aspects. We were right on the law. We were right. We deserved to win,